Hello there, YouTube. Welcome to this beautiful Thursday, the 4th of December, or January. Man, I don't know what it's supposed to be today, but it feels nice out now. 42 degrees this morning instead of 32 degrees like yesterday morning. But, you know, it kind of looked like this yesterday. And we didn't get very far south of here, and Typhoon Mary kicked in. But then it cleared up. I got to ride that 500 yesterday. Then turned right back around and poured on us all the way home. So it's the Pacific Northwest. You just kind of deal with what she throws at you, old Mother Nature. But anyway, we're going to start off a Thursday. Let's get on out of here. 46 and drizzly out there today. She ain't real pretty out there.
No, she's kind of wet and soggy.
Yeah, sad thing is that's the way it's supposed to be for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, this is our winter.
And then not this weekend, but next weekend, they're, predicting snow, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it's that time of year for us.
Never know what it's going to do.
Yeah. But it is Thursday.
It is.
One step closer to the old weekend.
Yeah.
So have yourself a wonderful day. I'll see you as the day goes.
All right.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you, hon.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
That was a little tough to look at, isn't it? Holy moly. Of course, I can't test ride them. It's raining out there all day. Oh, watch my step. That is so cool. What is this? That color scheme is giving me flashbacks. Get you out of so it's not glaring at the lights above. Nice detailed display, lots of goodies in there. You go into the menus of this thing and it just goes forever. That's pretty cool. I need to get a Kawasaki computer from upstairs. They all have to be registered through the computer or that engine light. They'll start and run. You can ride them and everything, but the engine light will just keep flashing. And this one's literally the same display, but you have different controls on the ZX10 through the switch gear, how you deal with this thing. But pretty much the same. Not as much details, but both of them things are beauties. Man, if I was a young lad, I'd be looking at that thing. My mind would be swirling. It still kind of does anyway, but yeah, I don't have interest in going that fast anymore. They are fun to ride. Be fun to leather up and go spin around the track a few times on something. Just to enjoy myself for a little bit. A nice controlled area and just let one of these things rip. Well. Nice. Really nice. So look what showed up today. Heck yeah. They were scheduled to show up Wednesday the 8th. Next week. They showed up today. Thursday the 4th. How do you like that? Anyway, that's the stadium mirrors. Stadium. How the ends, you can click them around. You can adjust this. There's a spring tension. There's like a camming effect to them. They just jump. But anyway, I'm not messing with that tonight. I'm very excited those showed up. Very cool. Stadium mirrors. A lot of history to that company, Stadium Accessories. Anyway, let's see what we can do about tackling the cam on this thing. See how far I can get on a limited amount of time at night. I need to kick this thing over a little bit because it's going to be an issue me walking back and forth in that thing. Scoot her out just a little bit more. We'll come up with something. But anyway, all the oil, I'll put the drain cover and that one secondary drain, that's all put back together. leaving the oil filter out. Got to get the clutch cable off. Got to get the, I'm thinking, I'm going to try first, but I'm thinking I can get that foot peg assembly that also holds the brake master cylinder and everything all in one shot. And just yank that whole thing out. So it's bolted to that secondary subframe. So at first I thought it was, welded on like this side is. I thought, man, I'm going to have to take that whole lower, engine cradle off of that thing. I have to take the exhaust, everything else. But I'm looking, the bolts go out that way. And I'll try it first. If I have to take the exhaust off, I have to. But let's dive in. Absolutely, you can. I had to loosen the exhaust bracket because it was a little close to the nut there. And if you do this, make sure, I just got it tied to the exhaust bracket, or I guess that'd be the muffler at that point. No, that's the exhaust. That's a decat pipe. Oh, I want to show you too. Look how that stainless steel on that decat pipe is starting to season itself in. Isn't that pretty? But anyway, you want to tie it so you don't want to have a lot of pressure on this hose, because you could literally dismount that and then you'd be doing a brake bleed. But it's sitting there secure. It's not going anywhere. But there we are. I've got access to all the bolts to take the clutch cover off. And so I'll zap that off right quick, and then I'll take the tank, and I gotta move some stuff out of the way. Just looking, thinking probably the coil and stuff's gonna be in the way. There's some bracket there, I don't know what that is. I'll see when I get the tank off. I was just perusing around, looking underneath there for a second there. Oh, that's one of the, what is that? Oh, that's going into the throttle body stuff there. Interesting. All right. Anyway, let's get this cover off. Yep, she just pops right off of there. Just happy as you please. Look at the inside of this thing. I mean, it looks like you just took the clutch cover off of a Honda or something. I'm super impressed. I mean, it's just spotlessly clean. You see the oil drizzling around. There's nothing anywhere. I can name a few brands, very, very expensive, popular brands that you would never see something like this. With the, low miles, that's why you definitely need to get that first service done. But yeah, super impressed. I come off really easy, surprisingly easy. But there's your oil pump. Of course, it's driven off the crank. You can see where the flow, your filter, how that all pipes through. The filter's on the other side of this. That's pretty cool stuff. So that filtered oil is where it gets pushed. That's some cool stuff. So, never assume anything. Number one, the crank lock tool does not fit. Doesn't fit in the hole at all. Not even close. So, believe it or not, a number 3 Stanley Phillips locks that sucker. Now, I wouldn't be able to torque anything. Like if I had to torque the flywheel or something like that, yep, I'd be SOL. But it's enough that it locks it in alignment. Enough that I can, I know it's at top dead center. And the cam lock tool is flipped the other direction. So it was over here. Well, that's not even close to the cam. Let's get a light on here. See the hole that it has to go into? Goes in there and locks down. Wasn't even close. It was over here. The plate's flipped. See, the part numbers are on the top. Well, not now. And it's not designed to be flipped. It is the wrong tool. what they sent me is a wrong tool, even though I had selected 2023 Classic 350. They said, that's the tool that fits it. That and the crank lock. Nope. Not even close. So, I don't know. It could be one of those things, maybe the 22 fit. 23 absolutely does not. Not even close. But it does when I flip it here, and I gotta be careful because this is not, I got it snug where it's at because they got concave bolts this way and the flats of the pins fit on this side. Well, it's reversed. But it is going in, it's holding I know that the cam is in the right spot because it's fitting in there. It's that top dead center, everything's working. So, anyway, that's still the stock cam in there. So, I'll spin this thing around, get these other two bolts, get those taken out. I'll spin it back the top dead center on compression, take the tensioner out, and we'll go from there. But yeah, it hasn't been a fun experience as far as tools. The bike, fantastic. Tools, major fail. So be careful if you have a 23 Classic 350 and you're ordering the crank lock tool and the cam lock tool, because you can get the wrong things. Not even close. But just working away. I get this thing apart. Get a new. I might have to take that cover off. I think that spring might be long enough. I mean, I don't have a problem getting in tight spots like that, but the spring, it may be kind of tricky to get that thing reloaded on the rebound. Anyway, here we are. That's the old bump stick. This is a new one sitting in here. I need to torque that down and get the sprocket back on, get everything all timed in. And that screwdriver, oddly enough, it's working really good over there. But I'm really bummed about I'm bummed about both the tools. I mean, clearly it's not for this motorcycle. I don't know what it fits, but it don't fit this cam, because when I was taking it apart, I thought, what if the hole in the new cam is over here and that tool's set for that? No, it's correct. It's just wrong tools. And I have no way of looking it up other than putting my motorcycle in there and they say, yep, that's the one that fits it. No, it doesn't. So anyway, I don't know how I'll deal with that, but anyway, Kelly summoned me into the house because it's 9:15. She goes, I'm starving. I need to eat. I can't wait this late. So I'll probably have to finish this up tomorrow. But let me go in there and chow down, and we'll come back out and we'll go from there. I need to gather up Danny wherever he's at in here. But there we are. So far, so good. Really simple motor. I mean, it's very easy. Like, they don't get much simpler than this. All right. Such a simple motorcycle. Such a simple job. And I make a big disaster out of it. But I do that. I'm that way at work, too. I'm literally at that, lose my mind point where I got to pick all the tools up and put them away. But I'm done with what I need to do. Everything's timed. Tension, everything's in. Sprocket bolts are Loctited and torqued. Cam cap, everything's torqued. I've gone through, adjusted the intake and exhaust valves, and everything's good to go. But I need to. It's starting to get late. I gotta do a goodbye with Kelly and call it a night. But anyway, I'm not going to finish it tonight, needless to say. But it's just a matter of putting everything back together now. And everything went well, other than the tools absolutely do not fit this motorcycle. So I'll go back and look. I'll re-enter my motorcycle and go to tools and see if I get the same thing. Just make sure I didn't make a mistake myself. You know, I'm always one to admit if I goof. So I'll go look if I made a mistake. I mean, they weren't that expensive. But kind of a bummer I don't have the correct tools to do it. I mean, I made it work. And it worked fine. But I'd like to have the right tools. I got a set of tools that doesn't fit whatever. Why in the world? That's an old watch that used to be on my old, look, the time's not even right. That's a watch that used to be on my 93 DR650. The thing just doesn't die. It's a little Casio or something. But yeah, everything went smooth other than the frustration with the tools. Like I say, I made them work, and I'm confident I got everything dead on. I mean, I could do it without the tools. It's not brain science, but having the tools always is a better way to do things. Don't just willy-nilly guess. But I made the tools work, and everything's timed, and it's good. Rolled it over a bunch of times, make sure everything's cool. Always go back, put the tool, the alignment tool back in. It's spot on. Lock the crank, lock the cam. It's spot on. So it'd be fun to see what the difference is with this cam. Anyway, it's getting late, and I still got a vlog to build, so we'll finish this thing up tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, but the weekend, I think it's supposed to rain all weekend, so we'll tinker with this a bit. Hopefully I can get a break and go out and play with it. Yeah, even if it's just a little bit wet. But as long as it doesn't freeze and they put some kind of treatment on her. But anyway, on that, I'm going to bounce. So thanks for hanging out with me as I take apart the classic 350. That is one heck of a mess. All right. Well, hello there, YouTube. What a bummer about those tools. But I've been doing this a minute or two. I can sort that stuff out.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. Stupid screwdriver. That's pretty crazy, that thing. And it locks it solid. Like I say, you couldn't torque anything real heavy on it, but she's locked pretty solid. So we'll end up finish that thing up tomorrow when I get home. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll get that thing all locked down, and it's not raining now.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Then it poured on the way home, didn't it?
It was that foggy.
Yeah.
Misty.
It was wet enough I can see, the water that drains off of the car and goes out the garage. Good thing that's open to go right to the dirt out there, not collecting against something. But anyway, things happen. Impressed with how the motor looks inside there. Everything's clean.
It's all pretty and clean.
Yeah.
Like it's never been ran.
Yeah, I mean, cool. I was telling them out there, I said, that's like pulling the clutch cover off a Honda.
Oh, yeah.
It literally looks like a Honda inside there. If you took a picture of that thing, people just wouldn't even know. And it's weird, inside the case is a QR code and then the engine serial number lasered into the right-hand case. I'm sure if you pulled the mag cover off, probably lasered over there too, because they could have matched the halves and all that stuff. But anyway, it's late. Mama needs to go to bed.
Hubby needs to go to bed.
I need to go to bed. And I still got to build the video, so I got to get rolling.
I know.
So on that, we're going to bounce.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Friday or Saturday.
Heck yeah. We'll see you bright and early in the morning.
See you in the morning.
All right. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.